And welcome to Autograph Bi-Weekly. Stacy, I have a
Hey,
little
I'm here.
birthday. Yeah, you're here.
The
Wow, what a
power's
joy.
on.
Yeah, the power's on and you're fully confident. You know, it's not a nice day. It must be because it was your birthday over the last 2 weeks. How'd your birthday go, Stacy?
Not too bad. I spent it at work, so that was exciting.
Oh, that's the best way to do it, making money, right?
But
Making
other than
money.
that, it wasn't too bad.
Well, I got you a little gift. And to do this, I hope it works out right because I practiced it a little bit. But here is your gift, Stacy Shaffer. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
right.
scared, but I'm ready.
Here's your gift, buddy. All right.
Hello, Stacy
Oh.
Shaffer. This is the great Khali. Stop painting Getty images. Otherwise, I can give you white boot. I can give you Khali chop. But I want to thank you so much. You're watching me, and thanks for supporting. God bless you. Take care. Good luck.
Do you want to watch that again? One more time, Stacy.
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, Stacy Shaffer. This is the great Khali. Stop painting Getty images. Otherwise, I can really top. But I want to say thank you so much. You're watching me, and thanks for supporting. God bless you. Take care. Good luck.
Now I got to find a Getty image of him and get him to sign it.
So there's your birthday gift.
Thanks. That was pretty awesome.
Classic. Stop printing Getty images.
Definitely get my thing plugged back in here. So yeah, I thought Kali could maybe intimidate you into stopping doing Getty. We'll see how that goes.
Maybe.
So yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm back.
He doesn't do it.
So happy birthday, Stacy.
Thanks, man. That was awesome.
So we have a topic for today. I believe Michael came up with the topic.
Controversial autographs in your collection. So how this came about, I was on one of the Facebook forums and somebody wrote to one of the World War II tank aces, not of the United States, the other people. So it started a whole thread about Nazis and how this guy was basically shaming the guy for collecting a piece of history, which I believe it is. You know, you're not writing a fan letter to the guy and saying, you know, congrats on whatever you did, but it is a piece of history. So, you know, I personally own a couple of pieces like that. I wrote to Hitler's bodyguard. He was like the last person to see him alive. He passed away a few years ago, but he sent me, you know, a couple signed photos and a couple personal photos that actually had Hitler in it. So I chimed in, and it was a long thread about, you know, basically he said if it was in his collection, he'd burn it and, you know, never speak of anything Nazi related. And my point was, you know, I said, anybody that is hating on this thread, if I had a Franklin Roosevelt, I think that's, Harry Truman presidential autograph, would you want it? And nobody replied. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, he's basically responsible for killing, you know, 100,000 plus Japanese civilians. Yep. So history is not pretty, you know, everyone's got blood on their hands, but I think it is a piece of history. And if somebody offered me an Adolf Hitler autograph, I would take it. You know, as a collector, I think it is a piece of history monetarily. Zane.
Yeah.
It's worth something. So, I mean, it's not if I have it in my collection, I'm not wearing a swastika. I'm not, saluting. It's a piece of history, and that's, I think, and I don't think you should ever shame somebody for collecting something, because how many people wrote to Charles Manson when he was alive?
Yep.
So that's, do you guys have anything? Because I've got a couple pieces, and I've got a couple people actually on my list that I'll probably write to. I've written to James Files, who allegedly killed John F. Kennedy. He claims to be the shooter from the grassy knoll. He was in prison. I haven't got it back yet, but I wrote to him because I think it's a piece of history. And if the truth ever did come out that he did kill John F. Kennedy, it'd be a pretty neat autograph to have.
Definitely.
So what's your my biggest question with that is what's your approach in the letter when you're writing that?
Definitely not the same letter I send him.
That's the trickiest and hardest part about that.
Yeah, I think when I wrote to Hitler's bodyguard, I think I just asked a couple questions. I was writing if he would sign. I took the history approach. Somebody like that he's military. We have military. They follow orders. And it's not always pretty, but it happened. So I was just trying to get his perspective from a historical standpoint. And that's how I approached the letter. It wasn't like, I'm a huge fan, can you sign my letter? It wasn't that. So,
Paul Tibbets is the guy that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. And he did a big signing tour where he signed a bunch of books. And I sell this stuff all the time. You rarely see my my store without a Paul Tibbets autograph. And like you said, that bomb killed hundreds of thousands of people. And people didn't even think about it because it's on our end. But it is. It's just history. I mean, I don't really. I do have a problem with the bomb personally, but I don't have a problem selling it because I see it as that. It's history.
Summers?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have some controversy things that I have in the class. The propaganda boy that they promoted with Hitler. He signed a couple of pictures from me. I have a couple of German fighter aces that I added. They are a piece of history. It depends on how basically why you collecting them. Are you collecting them going, hey, I'm on your side, or you like, again, is it a piece of history? And of course it is. I think anyone who has a piece in history, a place in history that did something, I mean, they're worthy of asking. You agree with what angle they were coming from? Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it's why you're collecting.
Yeah, and if you walk into a room and like all the photos on your wall are Nazi generals, and there's a Hitler autograph right in the middle, that might be a red flag.
Yeah.
But if they're just put away like most of your autographs are, I mean, the Hitler, I guess I can understand showing off because it's just a extremely unique, expensive autograph. But if it's a bunch of just Nazi generals on your wall, you might be able to make some judgments on that.
Yeah, it's not a display piece for me, but if Archer, when he gets older, he's going to look at a textbook and see, he's going to learn about World War II, or he's going to learn about the Kennedy assassination, or I write to people that somehow were at 9/11 or somehow involved with that. I don't collect it for the glorification of whatever happened. It's a piece of history that he can actually put hands on. That person touched, allegedly, with TTMs, that person touched that photo. And, when he's looking at it in a textbook, I can hand him something, say, look at this person, you can Google it and do a bunch of research. So for that aspect, it's not something I put on the wall, but it's something I can have and something I can touch, a piece of history for me.
Speaking of 9/11, it is 9/11 today. Yep. So does anybody have any 9/11 autographs?
I used to, but I don't have anything at the moment.
I've got a couple. I've got one of the guys that they based the movie with, Nick Cage, the World Trade Center, one of the two survivors.
Yeah, I had those back in the day too. Yeah. Then you probably got Andrew Card still, don't you?
Yep, that was a good one. I sent to him, and he wrote a long letter and signed the photo. He's the guy that whispered into President Bush's ear that we were under attack, and he put that inscription, and that was pretty awesome to open.
And I'm guessing you got Rudy still.
Giuliani, yep.
Yeah.
I think the one I have is kind of, he used a really bad marker, so that may have to be a double dip.
Dude, I get you a Giuliani. I get them every day. They're super easy. Giuliani's signing like crazy right now. He'll sign really well in prison soon. I'm kidding.
No, for me, for today, I mean, I sent to a couple of the firefighters that actually hit Tops issued cards about them. One was a Port Authority police officer, and one was a fire. I never even got. Took me a while to track them down for address-wise, but never got those. And the only one I actually have is the photographer that took the picture of the firefighters raising the flag. I forget his name is blanking on me.
Thomas Franklin.
Yeah. Did the same Andrew card. What is it?
Thomas Franklin.
Oh, was it? But for years, I keep saying I got to send the Andrew card, and stupidly. Because I love how he put that inscription when he's whispering into the president's ear. I think that's a nice piece.
Yeah, you can tell some people that sign have an appreciation for the collectible itself. I know there was a senator, I think it's Alan Simpson, who's also an autograph collector. And you find it, I think, mostly with people who also collect to do really cool inscriptions because they know the piece is going to be great when they finish it. So you're really giving something to somebody that is kind of unique and they can cherish.
I think part of that is the non-celebrity too. That somebody like that was for me. The Kennedy assassination. Right, these people, they're not celebrities. They're just everyday people that were just happened to be there. Same, the same thing with some of the 9/11 people. They were just doing their jobs. But we write to them and ask them to sign something, and I think they appreciate it and take the time to sign something. And I don't remember who it was. Oh, the firefighter that when President Bush was at Ground Zero giving his speech that he had his arm around, he sent me a pin, and it's just something little like that. You write to these guys that aren't celebrities, and they appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully not writing a form letter to them.
Then you send it, post to the Star Tiger, and they get flooded and quit.
No. Yeah, on those, some of the stuff I don't post for that very reason. If I post it and get flooded with, "Ooh, where'd you send it?" I tend to ignore some of it because, I'm not trying to be a dick, collector and hold the information. But some of these people that I write to are not celebrities, and I kind of want to respect. If I find a private address, I don't want them getting flooded by people who just want it because they know they sign.
Have you ever asked a celebrity if they wanted their address to be posted publicly?
No, but I've had people contact me and say, take it, where did I find it, or take it down from wherever it was, or, they put a note on my letter saying, please don't publish this.
Right.
Yeah, I had that happen a couple of times back in the day. Like if you go on to Star Tiger and look at Brie Olson, it looked like she made an account and basically told people not to write to her at that address or not to write to her at her home address because she would just throw stuff away. But
Autograph Weekly guest Brie Olson, by the way.
Yep.
Alumni.
Yes. I was thinking we might be able to dabble in some celebrity interviews here in the next several months. I've been trying to figure out how to do it. If we just have them pop in on Hangout, or if we could Skype them through somehow. But I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do. Those are always fun.
The thing is, we always did the celebrity interviews separate. From the actual podcast. That way we could do it on the celebrity's time and not our time. So maybe we could do an interview on Skype and then pipe it into the podcast somehow. We could do it that way.
Yeah,
First guest, the great Kali.
So on the criminal thing, anyone ran into guys in prison a lot, or?
Yeah, I was just going to ask about like serial killers, and because I know if you look on StarTag, I mean, there's 2 or 3 guys on. That's all they collect is serial killers, criminals.
Well, the voice of Charlie Brown is in prison now, and I know he's been signing.
Yeah, I got him. That's probably the only thing I have right now. Is I got him probably like a month ago.
I haven't got mine back yet.
Hey, how you doing, Michael?
Oh, fine. Hi, everybody.
Hey, we're talking about writing to serial killers, so that's the subject.
He always writes interesting stuff because he'll draw a picture of Charlie Brown saying "Free Charlie Brown," and
I put that on my envelope to try and help put it through.
So, but he's going to pay for the postage to coming back, right? Because you can't put stamps on return.
I had postage everything
like
on mine.
No, right?
I had postage on mine and everything, so.
I think you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope, but like certain people you can't send stuff to. Like they have to write you a letter. You can't send them pictures.
He signed one picture for me, then he wrote a little note on he sent my letter back, drew the sketch on it, and then wrote his stuff he wrote on it.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not in maximum security prison, so it's probably okay.
What did he go away for?
He was stalking somebody or something.
Stalking by
Yeah, because I wasn't sure what it was either, so I looked it up one day.
Oh, Charlie
I think he was
Brown.
He was stalking 1 or 2 people, maybe.
Wow. One was Linus, and the other one was Pigpen.
He would be he would be a good con guy, like a circuit guy for conventions. Like that would be one I think would actually do pretty well. The voice of Charlie Brown. So Neri, you need to get that date whenever he gets out of jail. Because
make sure he's on his meds too, because
well, that's
so
interesting.
If any of you wrote to like serial killers and notorious criminals, like
I think I threw one out.
Unabomber refused my letter, I believe. I said,
your mailbox was blowing up that day.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of ironic to send him a letter to a guy that blew up people by the mail. Yeah, I tried that one. That one got rejected. Charles Manson got rejected from me.
I got photos for Whitey Bulger, but I haven't sent them yet.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The people I saw not too long ago, people got some stuff back from him, so I was like, I'm going to order the photos and I might try it.
He's good from both sides because you could also go with the Alcatraz angle with him too.
Yeah,
because there's not too many guys left that actually served there. On that Alcatraz, I actually sent to the Morris's nephew. I don't know why. Frank Morris's nephew. I sent him a letter of his uncle's mugshot. And I was like, you want to sign? I never even heard back from him though. I was like, on a day, I'm like, I'm bored. I gotta send to someone. And I just randomly found him on Star Tiger.
So I was obsessed with Richard Feynman for a long time, the scientist. He died in '86, and his signature is worth thousands. So I was like, well, that's out of the question. So I actually wrote to his daughter, or maybe it was his son. It was his son or daughter, and sent some stuff to get signed by them. And I didn't hear anything back. I don't know if they find it disrespectful or what.
Or maybe they just don't see themselves as celebrities and they think, why should I sign then?
Yeah, I guess. I could be like, who's this crazy guy sending photos of my dad to me to sign? I guess that is kind of weird, but
it was like a few of those people you didn't get in the My America project. They never responded because they didn't see themselves as a celebrity.
Two. I had 2 people left, and there was one that was a teacher in New York, and there was one that was the MGM or Paramount Pictures or something president. Whatever. douchebags.
Yeah, but I think sending to like family members like that, you're kind of hoping that fine they'll sign, but maybe they have something of their famous relative kind of laying around that they
Yeah,
can kind of.
there's a
You never
long
know.
shot. There's a long shot, dude,
This.
and that's like a long, 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 long shot. Oh yes, my great pappy's cigar box that I've cherished for 500 years. You know what? I think I'll send this to this random asshole that sent me this gift.
Speaking of kind of like
Boxes used for
mugshots,
whatever project you're doing.
has anybody ever like sent a mugshot to somebody to get signed?
I've always thought that would be a fun project to do, just to see what would happen if you could get one or two back to like keep you motivated to do it. But
here's a funny story. Like Tim Allen is a great signer through whatever his production company is. He signs everything. So he got arrested in my hometown in the 1980s for selling like marijuana or something. So he's got his mugshot. He's got this big cheesy beard. Sent it to him. Nothing. So he signed the other photo like Toy Story, but so I don't think they'll sign the mugshots if they got arrested.
Go ahead.
A couple of years ago, I bought that was all celebrity mugshots, just for that reason. And I kept looking at them like they're never gonna sign these. It's just the god ugly pictures, someone from like 60s all the way up to 2000s, and I'm like, they're never gonna do these. I'm not gonna even waste time doing. Be interested in actually get some mugshots.
now that's gotta be my goal, is get one person to sign one. You know.
Oh, it'd be easy to get one, I would say. There's people with senses of humor. Tim Allen's not one of them. Personal preference thing. But if you get somebody that's still kind of in the drug culture, they have a mug shot. It's just Cheech and Chong. I bet Chong has a mug shot. I guarantee.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. I wonder if they've got.
Yeah, I bet he has one. I guarantee you he would sign it.
Oh, he was signing with pride.
Oh yeah, he signed my rolling papers, man.
You know who did a signing a couple years ago that his stuff's actually on eBay is Frank Lucas, the guy that was in the American Gangster with Denzel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was signing all the movie posters with the detective that brought him down. They became friends. You can actually buy them pretty decently on eBay. What the hell that guy? That Russell Crowe played. I forget his name, but you can. I think they're like $150 on eBay, full size movie posters. They actually look pretty nice.
Damn.
Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks has a pretty good mugshot out there now.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch out there. You have to get the right character to sign one of those. You can't send it to somebody that's high and mighty. Found the Jesus.
I'll have to do some research.
I sent kind of along the same lines. Marcia Clark wouldn't sign my Time cover of O.J. Simpson. It wasn't the not guilty one, but it was another one. But she wouldn't sign that. So kind of along the same lines, like somebody that's involved in a high profile case like that.
Yeah, she signed a photo for me from the case, which I was kind of surprised. I almost figured she wouldn't sign anything. She wouldn't sign anything that has to do with that. But I don't think I had OJ in the picture. But
there's like nude photos of her leaked during the trial.
Yeah, she was
in a magazine. Wonder if she signed that.
I quickly looked to find them. Couldn't find them.
Speaking of that, that's another thing I don't get. Vanna White will not sign the Playboy issue cover. If you did it, sign it.
She didn't do it though. It was the photos were bought by Playboy and released without her permission because she didn't have rights to the photos anymore. That's why she doesn't sign them.
Well, that reminds me, Burt Reynolds wouldn't sign that centerfold that he took that one time. You know, he was nearly naked in that picture. Because I was in an autograph sign. Some people ahead of me tried to get that signed. He would not sign that. He was not happy to see that picture.
He still won't. I'm still waiting for back when I hear from him.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stuff because he's so pissed off or with the Buccaneers for drafting him.
Who was
So
that?
if you ever had anything signed by that,
Who?
Bo Jackson.
Um,
That whole story about the Buccaneers drafting him, and he never signed with them, and he went and played for the Royals instead.
Yeah, you just get an index card signed by him and put a matte piece with a picture of him in the Buccaneers uniform. That'll be rare because apparently he doesn't sign that shit. So
No.
I just need to find me an index card. So yeah, you guys get anything interesting in general this week?
I got some decent stuff in.
I'll let Mike go first.
All right. Pretty good DH in the day. Texas Rangers, Juan Gonzalez.
Oh hell
Still-
yeah, dude, long gone.
Yep. Still
Oh, the
signing
reverse
through.
negative pitcher.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah, you
can't
know
believe how that whole thing surprised me. How he came out of nowhere to sign, and then he just signs everything you send to him, man.
Yep, pretty much. He's signing through the Puerto Rico address. This one was out a while. WWE wrestler Kalisto. I think you got him, Stacy.
Yep.
Yep. So that one was out a little while, but it seems to be decent. Hockey, just a bunch of guys. There is one that I want to show. This one, Captain, or actually Commander Jim Lovell.
Oh, Captain Ronan, my book market. Well, yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's hit or miss, but I've seen a few returns.
He's tanked it from $60 a book to like 30.
Mm-hmm. But he's no. Maybe
That's good for you guys though. Yay!
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was taking donations. I seen him been signing that.
Chip Kelly, former Eagles, UCLA Bruins, which he used to be the Oregon Duck coach, and he inscribed "Go Bruins" on the Oregon Ducks photo. So a little dry erase marker. We'll take that one right off. Let's see. This one's been out a while, but figure skater. This is Karen Chen. She was one of the 3 Olympians. So I've got all 3 of them now. Karen Chen, Mariah Nagasu, and Brady Tennell.
Have you ever written to Kerrigan? I saw somebody's gotten her back a couple times here recently.
I haven't. I can't stand her, but
I assume she always signed. Did she not? Did she stop signing? Because she's got a million autographs out there.
I don't know if she ever really signed that well through the mail.
Yeah,
really? I mean, I know I got her back in 2004 or 5, and her prices on everything are super low. And for a high-profile athlete like that, if they don't sign TTM that much, then they're usually a decently high price.
I did try Tanya Harding, never got anything back from her.
I just ordered photos. Somebody just put a new address for her on Star Tiger too.
I'll take a look on that. Football, Lane Kiffin used to be Alabama assistant coach with the Raiders. He's down here in Florida coaching. Zootopia, Don Lake. He's a voice actor.
Nice.
He played the dad, Judy Hopps. And then the last one, kind of along the lines of what we were talking about, people that don't sign photos, but Caleb actually got him back. But this is Rick Monday. And if you guys don't know anything about Rick Monday, like some protesters ran on the field and tried to burn a flag, and he saved the flag. He does not like to sign the flag photo of him actually saving the flag. But I guess Caleb sent him and got him to sign it. So I signed 2. This is the closest one I could get. He has the actual flag when he played with the Cubs. So
I just ordered a couple of photos of him.
Apparently he signed it, so I thought he wouldn't. That's what the rumor I heard.
Maybe it's the one where he's actually grabbing the flag.
Maybe he might have lightened up on that stance too, because I think he was getting paid to do signings for a while with it too. And that's it.
All right, boys. What else you guys got?
Oh, let's see here. I got a pile of stuff. I'll start with some of the stuff I got back without donations. I got my William Perry's back.
The fridge.
Yeah, how do you say William Perry without saying fridge?
I got his brother back yesterday too.
That's with donation, right?
Nope, these were no donation.
His brother's the freezer, right?
I usually end up, what I try to do is I'll send them without a donation first, and if they come back saying they want the donation, then I'll send it. But let's see, who else did I get? I got a Lou Pinella without any kind of donation. He only signed one though.
You have to make noise for us to see it, Stacy.
Oh, there's the Pinella.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so let's see. What's the I also got, where'd it go?
I'm surprised the Pinellas went through because he always sent everything back unsigned until you send the money.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one too. I was kind of surprised by this too. I got Vince Carter back without a donation. He signed one. There's Carter.
Wow. Stacy's writing letters with his left hand.
Let's see what else. Got Sherry O'Terry back a couple days ago. Nice.
2001 me would be so excited right now.
Yep. And there's that one. Finally got my Eric Estrada back, but the inscriptions got kind of messed up on these, but his signatures are okay. There's the first one.
I always got an RTS every time I've ever sent to that guy.
Oh, he hates you. He's told me.
Apparently.
No love for Summers.
I thought he would like it because I actually write in a letter about a movie. It's called Do or Die. It's like a 2 a.m. soft porn movie that him and Pat Morita did together.
I wonder why they didn't write back.
But he never opened my letter, but I always mention it in there like as a little joke.
Here's another one that I think she used to always charge too, but she's not charging anymore, and that's Barbara Lee. She signed, she signed both photos I sent. Then she sent two more photos. She wrote inscriptions and everything on them, character names, and there's that one.
Oh, I'm thinking of a
Where's
different
this
Barbara Lee.
None of these say Getty. I don't think I've even shown one that's saying Getty yet.
Same, but out of the Getty. The Kali.
I know. I got
listening to Kali. He doesn't want to get that Kali chop.
I thought I had.
I was just putting together a photo order, and I came across that's a Getty, and I was like, I can't use these.
It'd be a shame.
Anything with saying Getty right across it.
Then the last one I'll show. Where'd it go?
Stacy, you should write to the CEO of Getty and just send a giant watermark.
Where did it go?
Send your endorsement video too.
He'll be like, thank you. Here's your autograph back, and you now owe us $5 million for copyright infringement.
These are a couple of trading cards.
Oh, you opened the box?
I got some Stephanie Tanner rookie cards.
Yeah, remember
that's
those.
clever.
And there's the other one. Yeah, I wrote to her a couple times before and never got nothing back. So she's signing like everything now.
Probably promoting her show, like it's second season or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Like, be nice to the fans. We're trying to get some views here. I feel like that happens sometimes.
I got my John Crux back, but I mean that's another one. That's just another guy that signed all the time back in the day, stopped and hadn't signed anything for 3 or 4 years, and now he's everything.
And I was wondering about that.
It's,
Like guys that sign
a
constantly,
colleague,
then they just stop, then they come back.
Just do
Like,
less
what's it-
TV, maybe.
back?
Or they're less busy. Maybe they had an asshole fan that ruined it, maybe, and then they got over it.
Because I know
Yeah,
he's
he's
doing
a pretty busy guy.
He's doing TV, I think, for the Phillies.
Yeah.
Is he still doing TV?
All right, my turn. I got a couple of little highlights here. These I had sent out a while ago. I don't know if you ever watched OCC cards. I had these already signed by Paul Jr. from Paul Designs. Then I sent it to Paul Sr. and I got them back unsigned. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I guess he's still pissed off with the son. He won't sign anything. Then 2 months later, I was taking all my envelopes and putting them all away, and he actually signed the back of them.
Oh.
So when I was going through my envelopes, and I was like, oh, I guess he's not an asshole anymore, but I would have preferred him being on the front with his son, but I guess he doesn't want to do that. Next one, Tommy Lee Jones. I found a couple more cards for him. Yeah.
No, are those legit?
Right there.
You mean
Who's
Tommy Lee?
Signed like a storm.
That was just Tommy Lee, right?
The drummer.
Just Tommy Lee.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
He
it
said Tommy Lee Jones. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been great. And one big highlight came in that I was talking about a couple months ago on this show.
George Brett.
Is for my almost there on my set now, which I'm quite happy. I was kind of shocked that finally came in. It only took about 3 months. I had kind of given up on it.
Give some money?
Like, oh, yeah. Yep, that's the one I sent the money to the PETA Foundation or charity. To write. So I addressed it to him, care of PETA, and some money order. So I'm assuming he and
Troy, get your ass in here.
I haven't seen too many guys get him back, except of course I think Garrett from Card Cutter probably has gone on like 10 times, but
he gets everybody back.
Troy's wanting to know if anybody ever got D Wallace TTM.
Wallet, God, Treadrudder. I wrote
Troy,
to her
get in
again,
here.
like probably back in March, but I don't think she's signing. I don't think she's signing anymore.
Yeah, she has a new Stacy rule.
I got a couple things in, but mainly just purchases. I found this book called The Darkest Legacy by Alexandria Bracken. And I don't know, a little bit more expensive than I usually pay for a book, but I thought I might as well get it. And then I actually bought an old business card, Fred Hatfield with the Yankees, and it's signed by him in the back. I have a couple different cards signed by him.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, President Michael's big into like business cards and like the congressional passes and stuff like that. So if you guys got any of that stuff, you might want to talk to him, work out a trade or something, because he's definitely into that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. I actually found a card in a book I got in, Michael, that I'm just gonna send to you. It's some congressman business card. It was in the middle of one of my books. It's a no-namer.
Thanks. And I wanted to show this. I got this in person about 3 years ago, but this is signed by Burt Reynolds.
Nice.
No, it's TTM.
He actually was a very... Yeah, I got him in person. He was actually a very nice man.
Oh.
I got a couple of really bad photos taken with him, but I did film that whole encounter. It's on my channel if anyone wants to see it.
Were you winking?
Maybe.
What does everybody think about his TTMs that he signed over the years? Because I know there was some secretarial talk on those.
I don't think I've pulled mine out in forever, so I'd have to take a closer look at it.
I don't think I ever got him.
I don't think I even sent to him.
Really? I mean, well, it was a while back. I mean, this is probably back in the mid 2000s, early 2000s.
That's not. I know he was. I know he was signed. I know he or whoever was signing TTMs back when I was big into it. But I don't think I just ever wrote to him.
Yeah, that's surprising. He's kind of one of those guys that flew around the radar on I mean, for as many people that write to Richard Dreyfuss knowing that it's secretarial, like, you know, he wasn't one of the ones that got flooded like the other guys. It'd be interesting to look into. Me and Stacy have talked about doing a segment where we basically put the case against, like it would be the case against Burt Reynolds, and like it's basically taking all the evidence and piling it up and see where we land on people that sign TTM. So I don't know how we're going to do that series. We haven't mapped it out exactly, but he would be a decent one to do. A lot of people didn't send to him recently, so it's kind of a older. You got to be an older TTMer to remember that. But we have Troy.
Did you ever come across any of his books signed?
I think one back in the day I sold. What's up, Troy?
Hey, how's it going?
Show us what you got.
TTM Troy.
Ooh.
Tony.
Tony the Tiger. This one came in today. Was everybody done? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're just finished.
So this is, I had to look this up. This is a 2017 Topps Heritage. I guess it's limited to 50, but it's not numbered. It's blue. Jake Barrett.
Huh.
It's not numbered, but they said it's a small print run or something.
Yeah.
And then I got two in from Mike Birkbeck.
That's a really glossy card for being in the 80s.
Yeah, it was
a wax pack.
Yeah, 87. 87.
Yeah.
I got those at Goodwill for like $3 for the update set. And then this one came in, Brian Dessing from the Cubs, I guess.
Troy doesn't even know who he's writing to. Everybody flogged Troy.
I know this guy, Ivan Nova.
Yeah.
So, and then Darren Fletcher signed too. If Mike O was here, he'd be over that. So. That's about it lately.
When are you going to switch to the old Hollywood photos?
I'm still debating whether to do that or to take a little break. And I've been telling Stacy that for 2 years, so I don't know.
Every time he's
going to take a break and decorate that room, there's not much in there.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes when you don't have the time, you have to sacrifice time. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? I did get what was it? I did get Kaepernick TTM a couple years ago.
Nice.
I dropped Ben's name a little bit, so.
Brother Ben.
I actually forgot that he was with him.
Yeah. But no, that's about it for. I mean, I have videos to do on those, but yeah.
Well, anybody got anything
Videos.
else to
Remember
add?
those?
Sammy Solis from the White Sox came in.
Are you prepping those before you sending those out? Or?
None.
Yeah, lazy. I had a couple guys and they all came in smudged because I'm too lazy to do it.
The only one I've ever had a problem is Hechavarria, and everybody his smudge. I think we talked about that last time. Everybody gets his smudge because I think he uses a Crayola marker.
Someone needs to send him a box of Sharpies.
Someone even said he uses a dry erase marker. I'm like, he wouldn't be that.
I had somebody, Billy Owens. I got my photos back, and I could tell. I was like, I touched it, and it just wiped away. So I'm like, not even worth it. I'm like, bye-bye.
Yeah, that one that I was really excited about a couple months ago, my Judd Hirsch from Superior Donuts, that's just gone. It was a glossy photo, and it was a gold paint pen, and it came almost completely flaked off. I was like, oh. He's like he's old school. He uses a real paint pen, not the new Sharpies. But yeah,
you take a picture of it and be like, "See what happened?" And send him a real Sharpie, and then start a relationship and be like, "Hey, I got a few more things I'd like signed." And hey, Ben, jump in. Sorry, I'm reading chat.
Yeah, I also got 2 failures from Trevor Story and Clayton Kershaw. So
Kershaw's not signing anymore?
Nope, priceless, I think.
Yeah, well, Trevor Story's what, $25?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the Rockies.
They're always doing Rockies and Tigers.
Tigers.
Foundation. I don't even try Tigers anymore.
And the race. Wow.
Yeah,
the Rangers have gotten better though. They used to send out all those pre-printed cards, and some of them are signing. Bartolo Colon.
Yeah,
I've noticed
that. Actually,
too.
I just got Ranger, and this drives me nuts. Why the hell they stamp them? You think I really want to stamp autograph on my cards?
That's for kids. They don't. Kids don't know the difference.
Who was the other one that was stamping it all the time recently?
Adrian Beltran.
Right.
He was signing, then he started stamping.
It all started with Gene Wilder, right? So
yeah, it all started with me with Gene Wilder.
I mean, you may go buy a auto pen machine and put a little effort into it.
Yeah, no, I'd rather them stamp. It's really obvious compared to an auto pen. I mean, auto pens can be caught easily, especially if they're shaky. But at least they're like saying, "Here's what you get. You know what you're getting, and deal with it."
The only stamped one I ever liked was Greg Norman. He would sign the front of the card, then on the back they would stamp it with basically saying he legitimately signed this, but don't ask for any more.
Huh.
It was like your name and address are being recorded. He will sign once for you. This is legit. But it was like a big stamp that covered the whole back of the card.
Huh.
John Glenn did that, where he recorded people, that wrote to him, and if he wrote twice, they sent a letter and said, "Nope."
Hey, Stacy, I think Francis Ford Coppola did that too, right? Like one ever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I got him twice back in the day, but I think I sent some to him a few months ago and haven't got anything back. So.
And Robert Englund used to do that too, I heard, but I've only gotten him once. He'll send
you an autograph that it's on that card he sends everybody now.
Yeah, he held my baseball hostage. Like I sent Robert Englund a baseball to be signed, and then he kept the baseball. He sent back the photo, said, "If you want your baseball back, here's how much it costs." And I was like, "Just keep the baseball."
That's awesome.
With that.
I mean, he might. England might still sign his book. I'm not sure though.
6 months later, I get the baseball in the mail signed.
I got a ransom note from Christian Leitner's mom, because I sent him photos, and apparently she opens the mail and if there's not a donation, she'll send a letter back saying, "If you want your stuff signed, please." I was like, at least send the stuff back, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if you took a Play-Doh and formed out the United States of America and sent that with whatever it is, you could get it signed just off creativity because it's a donation.
Oh.
Just thinking outside the box, my friends. Save you a few bucks.
I did send to Jason Momoa at his home here in Norwalk, but he canceled from Wizard Con, so I don't even know if he got it. Because Stacy probably knows this, but Jason Momoa and Superman,
Brandon Routh
are both from the same town, Norwalk, Iowa.
Isn't he married to Lisa Bonet?
Lisa Bonet?
Isn't that his wife?
Yeah. But yeah, they're both from the same town, both DC superheroes. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, was it,
Brandon's always
Brandon?
good. Brandon's a good signer. It's whenever he comes back, whenever his parents send this stuff to him.
Yeah.
Another parent involved signature that I've always got was Bam Margera. He'll have his entire family sign along with him. So
Yep.
Back in the day, Stacy, didn't you send to Justine through her parents?
Yep.
Wait, was that the special project?
I traded Stacy for one of those. I actually have the photo.
Oh, I
got
thought it was
back
the
over here.
project. So.
And actually, that's before Justine started signing crappy because she signed full Justine, and now on all of her books it's IJ.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got both her sisters. She signed. I know at one time I had an 8x10 with all 3 sisters, and she had the 2 sisters sign it.
Huh.
So let me ask you, what do you guys like? Do you guys like when they just do the initials for an autograph, even though it counts as one, or does it drive you kind of crazy a little bit?
Huh.
I don't know. Like I said, I think some people do the initials TTM just to lower the price, and if that's the case, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't bother
How do
me
I
that
do
much.
this?
Whoa, Martinez.
I
How do I
spoke his
do
name.
this?
I spoke his name, and he appears.
Oh, wow.
You look like you just woke up, bro.
Wait, I don't think Ben can be on the show without the wash or the dryer going in the background.
I got a new washer and dryer.
Okay, he looks like he's on the Blair Witch right now.
This laptop is shitty, okay?
Oh, it's fine, dude. If there's anything we're used to on this podcast, it's shit.
I resemble that remark.
Hey, Troy, you should have just sent that to Jake Barrett to me. I see him literally every day.
Oh,
almost. Like,
So what you been up to, Benny boy?
smoking crack, whatever.
Still?
Crack smoker.
Living
So we
the
can write to
dream.
Ben in prison soon.
No, I just work a lot.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same effects, at least.
Gotta be able to afford the crack habit. No.
So you've been doing any autograph collecting whatsoever, or?
Oh yeah, I don't do TTMs pretty much anymore, but I do a lot of in-person stuff. So.
Were you hitting up hotels, hitting up airports?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't reveal my secrets, but yeah, that's what I do.
No, that's what this show is for. What the hell are you doing? No, I'm kidding. So like, what's
That's
your
just between
biggest
us.
score?
Right.
What's your biggest score in the last 2 years?
This isn't published at all anywhere.
Yes, this is.
We're
what?
still
live
on
right
this
now.
one.
This part is, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
This
go
is-
private here
It's
after
the
the
dark
show.
web right here.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you some. Okay.
No,
after
wait.
this.
We're live right now, so whatever you want
okay.
the public, say it now. But we'll go
Okay.
private after the show's over.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll go private after the show's over then.
Yeah. What's the biggest score you've got in the last 2 years?
I don't even know. That's crazy.
One you got most excited for?
Justin Timberlake, but that's just Sea Golf Sphere.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You still do
Oh,
that. You
Justin
still do
Timberlake.
that. You still do the golf tournament every year then?
Yeah.
Is that the Tahoe one?
So is
Yeah.
this a side hobby for you, or is it a side hobby / side income thing?
No, I don't really sell. So I just
Cool.
like to collect.
Too many damn collectors on this show.
Well, there's too many damn sellers anyway. But
Hey, nothing wrong with us.
I know.
We're people too. We have feelings
People
and
need
beards.
incomes and
How do you think I afford this beard oil?
yeah.
Yeah, we need to even out our seller base here. Like, I feel overwhelmed. I guess Neary's kind of a seller now.
I had
Yeah,
Neary's.
I had 22 up on eBay, but I took them down today.
Oh,
They had
I'm
too many
telling you.
watchers. I was like, if you wanted them, you should have bought them.
you're out. Yeah. Well, let's go to another 10 minutes, then it'll be around an hour. Let's see.
I don't know if I have
Anybody got any topics? That's my
Actually, I want to go back to that the prison guys don't mind. Have you someone in prison, but you were that someday that might come out and find you?
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I don't do it.
Like I watch the mob guys, but I feel
I don't think I would if I didn't have a PO box. I got a PO box, so
yeah, PO box and fake name would probably be a good choice to do prison letters. Just a fake name that nobody knows about.
You can't be dishonest in a TTM. Come on.
You can't be dishonest to a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just choose the guys that have life sentences. They're not getting out.
You know, I was thinking of that too.
Do you hear Charles Manson? When I know he's dead.
Yeah, we've been talking about that was kind of the subject of the show tonight was prison and writing to prisoners or people that have a history that is a little on the dark side, and people shaming other people for collecting those.
Charlie Brown, did he come up?
Yep.
Yes, Charlie Brown came up. Yep, and actually, I think he'd be once he gets out of jail, he'd be a good contender for the convention circuit, man. Like I would love to get something signed by him in a convention.
What about
if he stops what he was doing?
Have you ever done like rehab houses? These celebrities that go in or anything? I mean, I've never have. I'm just wondering if people have ever.
That's a good idea. It's no telling what you get back.
Yeah.
They got plenty of time on their hands. Yeah.
If you know where they're
Demi Lovato.
I mean, TMZ has a habit of just publishing wherever these people go, you know. So.
Yeah, I used to say back when I did my address list, one of the best sources was paparazzi lists. The paparazzi would trade lists of places where people live, and I would feed off those lists.
Huh.
Hard to find now. They're more private.
Yeah.
Yeah, send Ben Affleck a nice Batman picture and a 6-pack of nips. You know, just come right back, no problem.
Send Demi Lovato a spoon. You know, it's all good.
Oh, the spoon.
Man, going dark. Thought my Burt Reynolds joke was dark, but man. You get a Demi Lovato, Lamar Odom dual sign spoon.
Oh, God. I mean, if it's at a rehab center, heck, it might even be game used. You never know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would think it would get stopped at the gate, though. I don't think it would make it actually through.
Yeah, because it's paraphernalia.
Plus, it's, supposed to be anonymous there.
Oh, that's true. Just write to Anonymous, then. Dear Anonymous, I loved your work as
Batman.
Los Angeles Laker. Watch them sign your
Matt
shit,
Damon
Anonymous.
sends his regards.
Yeah.
Here, I'll sign
Hey,
your
leave the
shit.
Boston boys alone. Come on.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Dear-
Right to the rehab places, I'd say the anonymity probably would block anything from coming in.
Plus,
Yeah, they are Boston boys, definitely. But, I mean, one of them
Yeah, acknowledge that
did
they're
some
actually there.
stuff. And then one of them did some other stuff.
Those rehab houses, usually one dies every few years. So if you got everybody's autograph from the rehab house and the monetarily, it would make sense. It's really morbid though to go that route.
Yeah.
yeah, but they might not let the letters through because of privacy reasons either. I would think.
Maybe you write with your first name and then change your last name to the person's last name that you're writing to, so it looks like family.
Again, it would be dishonest.
Yeah, none of us has ever been dishonest.
I've been 12 years old for 20.
Yeah, it's becoming a problem for Andy because now he's written with his left hand so often that he's actually getting kind of good at it. So he's gonna, I think he's got to start using his toes. Oh shit! All right, well, it sounds like we're out of topics. So I appreciate everybody being on here, and let's you know what? Let's give one last listen to my birthday present to Stacy Shaffer. I know all you guys didn't get to hear it. So let me pull it up here, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay.
Hello, Stacy Shaffer. This is the great Kali. Stop painting Getty images. Otherwise, I can give you voice brief. I can give you Kali chop. But I want to say thank you so much for watching me. And thanks for supporting. God bless you. Take care. Good luck.
Nice.
Alrighty. Perfect. And with that note, we're done here, and we're going to go into the private hangout. Where only the cool
private area.
Yeah, where only the cool people are allowed. So we're going to the show.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thanks for watching, guys. And
Yeah.
bye-bye.
VIP lounge.
VIP lounge. Bye-bye.